It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27. Yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Devin McCourty brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, McCaffrey, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Lucky 56.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll set up a throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And they're running right through it. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll look to throw here. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going to throw deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Treston Dakoud picks it, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now a first carry for Daniel Pumphrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's go. Brad 38.
Back to throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Come on, let's go. What? 90.
They'll drop the throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Let's go. What? 90. What? 90. Flex round.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Let's go. 190. 190.
Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Telvin Smith in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though, 3rd and long. Now back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is Geis. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He'll look to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Oh, now he bowls him over. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And now look at him go. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. In for the score. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He'll buy some time right. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. On the move to his left. And his throw is incomplete. Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Randy Gregory in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Hey, we got 4 down, 4 down. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They get it to him running left. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
It's a very short kick taken by an up man. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go. What? None. What?
They'll set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Detroit!
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
He'll drop to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
No, check, Patriots!
McCaffrey. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. All 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front.
All the field goals are great, but you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you've got to score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder if all these field goals, great now, I wonder if they'll come back and haunt them later on.
Following the field goal on is Locke Edwards to kick it away. On the return, it's McKenzie. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out come the Patriots. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Flex round! Flex round!
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
That's a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play, and it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? They used to call student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier. In fact, one of their favorite plays, it was called rose stem right or rose stem left, depending on the formation, 28 toss. And 28 toss was their bread and butter.
Come on, let's go!
They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Again, it's Pumphrey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Looking to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And a short gain down to about the 33. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Telvin Smith in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Watch it now, Barney!
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Back live here now in Salt Lake City. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
On the run, it's Pumphrey. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They run with Pumphrey. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Raiders have recovered. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Caught left side, Williams. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. This is McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And this is caught at the 8. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover. There's one more score, and this game's over.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. So the Patriots coming out now. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. And they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. They'll look to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. What? 9.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. He's back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. to throw. They'll roll him out right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee.
Out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now, too up right now. I'm too, on one day on my third, I was too broke, now I'm too rich, made 100K on my third shift from a boy, so, boy, and I'm a gangster, and you a, boy, man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Ooh, right now, I got you. Right now. Nothing, need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew up right now. Cause we too up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Hop out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now,